Welcome to the Athyx Chronicles podcast, a platform where narrators and voice actors can showcase their talents to the world. If you're a narrator, voice actor, or you would like to sponsor an episode, message us on our website, wsclass.xyz. I'm the creator and host, WS Klass. I hope you enjoy what this podcast has to offer. Be sure to show your support to those who bring these stories to life. Raven's Gambit is a work of original fiction inspired by the worlds of classic fantasy and science fiction. This podcast is not affiliated with, endorsed by, or associated with Wizards of the Coast, Lucasfilm, Disney, or any other intellectual property holders. All characters, orders, and concepts, including mystics and the Mu-Fi, are original creations or transformative elements developed for non-commercial storytelling. Listener discretion is advised. And now, on to our production of Raven's Gambit.
Death was only the beginning. 69 souls. One impossible choice. Welcome. To Raven's Gambit.
Raven's Gambit, Episode 4, Stillness, then Strike. Written by W.S. Klass. Narrated by Bradford Wilson.
An hour had passed. In the impromptu campsite that served as the Coalition's base camp, tension simmered just beneath the surface. Eyes watched the tree line, ears strained for any whisper from the mouth of Ashspire. But the mist remained unbroken, the horizon silent. No sign of Kale Stonemarch's team. No screams, no signal, no hope. Or so the younger recruits feared. Thalia Emberbranch didn't wait for dread to take root. She simply said, "Time's up," and stood. She whispered to her longbow, fingers tracing its carved grip like a familiar prayer. One by one, her group rose beside her. Thog Skullsplitter, hulking and grinning, slung his great axe over his shoulder. "I was getting bored anyway." Tharn Ironfist checked the edge of Old Reliable, then patted the small anvil hanging from his pack. "If things go wrong," he muttered, "I'm forging our way out." Shen, calm and precise, gently nudged the small cricket resting on his shoulder. "Boom," he whispered. "It's time." Tessa Vell flipped a coin, caught it, and winked. "Let's hope she lands on heads this time." Trix Vorn, strapping a data spike to her wrist, muttered, "No blasters, no doors, no syndicates, just a cursed volcano. Real subtle work today." Torches were lit, shadows danced. The second group of 6 descended into the mouth of Ashspire. The entrance narrowed into a rusted, spiraling staircase. The metal steps groaned under Thog's weight, but he just chuckled, stomping harder out of spite. The air was warm, humid, an unnatural heat rising from the bowels of the earth. Somewhere, deep within, a low, rhythmic vibration pulsed like a heartbeat, or breathing. "Can anyone else hear that?" asked Trix. "Stillness," Shen replied. "Then strike." Down they went, boots splashing into ankle-high water that smelled of rot and rust. Mold clung to the stone like skin. The torchlight flickered along slick, narrow walls. At the first bend, Thalia halted the group with a raised fist. Her keen eyes flicked ahead and widened. Bodies. 6 of them, strewn across the floor. Unconscious, but breathing. Kale, Kaito, Varric, Jahari, Kale, Ellerin, all alive but drained, battered. Their faces bore no visible wounds, only exhaustion and arcane fatigue. Before anyone could react, the water rippled. A deep, thunderous roar split the silence like a jagged blade. From behind a mound of old bones, flanked by cracked skulls and shattered armor, rose a majestic, terrifying form. Leonine body, wings like dark velvet sails, and a woman's face of ancient, imperious beauty. Syphira, the Gynosphinx, fixed her amber eyes upon the intruders. Her voice was both chime and growl. You tread the bones of those who dared without wisdom. You seek passage. Then hear me. Tharn raised his sword reflexively. Thog snarled and stepped forward, but Thalia's bow was already lowered. She saw the 3 corridors stretching behind the Gynosphinx, each tunnel a mystery and doom. We only seek to recover our allies, Thalia said calmly, voice low but steady. Let us carry them out. When we return, we'll face your riddle. Syphira's lips curled into something almost amused. Very well. Take them. But when you return, speak your chosen path, and I shall ask what must be answered. One riddle, one chance. Tessa crouched by Varric and shook her head. Whatever did this didn't use a blade. Magic? Maybe time? Maybe worse, murmured Trix, scanning for clues. Shen gently lifted the unconscious Ellerin, eyes narrowed in contemplation. There was no violence, only judgment. One by one, the fallen were lifted, carried back up the wet, echoing steps. Torchlight glinted on Tharn's anvil, and Thog's axe on the silent bow of Thalia Emberbranch. As they climbed back toward the surface, Thalia looked over her shoulder. One last glance at the Gynosphinx, still poised atop her throne of bones. We'll be back, Thalia promised softly. And when you are, Syphira said, voice heavy with prophecy, you will choose the path of fate, or fury, or of folly. The second group vanished into the mist, bearing the first toward safety. But Ashspire was far from finished. Until next time.
Join us for the next episode of Raven's Gambit, Episode 5, The Price of Passage.
Raven's Gambit, chosen by the fire, every soul ascending, climbing ever higher. Raven's Gambit, destiny ignites, through the endless darkness, we become the light.
If you're enjoying Raven's Gambit and the Athyx Chronicle podcast, be sure to explore the other worlds created by authors W.S. Klass. From dark fantasy and psychological thrillers to science fiction, horror, and unforgettable adventures, there's something for every reader. Whether you're searching for epic heroes, chilling mysteries, thought-provoking tales, or stories that keep you turning pages late into the night, W.S. Klass has a journey waiting for you. Visit wsclass.xyz to discover available titles, upcoming releases, and audiobooks, and more. Thank you for supporting independent authors and storytellers.
Thank you for listening to Raven's Gambit, a story rooted in inspiration but uniquely its own. All references to characters, relics, and philosophies, including the Wu-Fi and the Mystics, are fictional and not intended to represent or infringe upon any existing works. Support the creators who inspired you, and may the Wu-Fi be strong in your signal. Support the creators you love, and may the dice always roll high.